New system vulnerabilities are discovered every day, whether that's at the system, database, or application layer. These environments being exposed can lead to major business issues. Without regular scanning and visibility, organizations may not realize they're even at risk until it's too late. Let's look at how Luumen helps identify and prioritize vulnerabilities before they become a problem. To begin, let's start at the home screen. Let's select an instance to log into. And once you're in, under the Overview tab, if you scroll down, you'll see the Property section. Within the Property section, you will see a wealth of metrics and all the different values. The values could be things like patch levels, kernel levels, so on and so forth. It could be anything from the OS, database, and application layer. These are being brought in via different methodologies depending on what we're looking at. So now that we have that information, let's go take a look at our vulnerabilities. Let's start with the SAP Security Hot News analysis. So Luumen automatically knows whenever a new note is released, which typically is once a month. There's a list of notes that come out, and there's different severities. So you can see 9.9 out of 10 is important here. Let's click into this specific note as we can see the name. And here we have an AI summary of what that note is. If you're familiar with SAP Security Notes, they can oftentimes be very lengthy. And here we have a nice summary of what it is that is going on in this note. I can click on problem and solution to get more information. The nice thing about these is these are also nice and short. They can easily be passed on to your team members or to upper management with a reason as to what this note actually is. But the most important part here are the instances. Within the instances here, I can see which instance is applicable to these security notes. So every SAP system can have upwards of 200 different patch levels, different kernels, all that. What typically has to be done is you have to go through all the notes and dissect them and then go back and look at all those different patch levels in a system. This can take anywhere from 10 to 100 hours per month, depending on how large your landscape is. Now it's done instantaneously. Next, let's take a look at the non-SAP hot news vulnerabilities. So these are things at the OS layer and the database layer, so on and so forth. Similar to the hot news analysis, Luumen is tying into the National Vulnerability Database. And here we can see the same thing, the different notes or the different severities that are applicable for each system. So again, we've got the overview, the problem solution, and the instances where once again we can see which instances are applicable to which vulnerability.